against this strategy. Just oh, watch this nice speed scroll right here. Almost all the units get affected except for that one Kodo that was on its way out. So we just got AoE going off here, trying to kill as many units as possible. Them archers in the back are really doing a really awesome job because they have a level 1 True Shot aura from the item on the panda. They have the Torrent Chieftains, well, they don't have it yet, but they have Roar, they have the Kodo Beasts aura, what's it called, so War Drums, and they're really awesome units. They have, also I forgot to mention it when he did it, but Soju did upgrade the long range at tier 2, the long range upgrade for the archers. And that is pretty useful, especially if you, I'd say if you have like 6 to 8 archers, it's worth getting that long range upgrade so they can deal more damage from further back in the lines. I mean, look at their range. They have 700 range. That's pretty insane. But anyway, due to the AoE damage of the panda and shockwave, they really, and the good auras, especially the lucky Alaria's Flute of Accuracy that they have gotten, it really makes for some awesome long range DPS. They have good AoE, level 3 panda, still level 1 shockwave, but it's all good. They pretty much, what you want to do, oh excuse me guys, what you want to do against the tower push is try to remain calm. Just don't rush in there blindly and just like get all your units owned and in the range of the towers. Probably the most effective way of dealing with the tower rush is making ranged siege units. And when I say a ranged siege unit, I don't mean like a raider that has to be on the front lines. I mean like what you see right there, Demolisher, or even some glaive throwers if possible, because it's going to force your opponents to make a decision. They're going to either have to abandon their tower rush and be at an extreme disadvantage because you're already at tier 2, you have your tier 2 buildings hopefully, and you have a second hero. So they're going to either have to rush into your army and out of the range of their towers to try and salvage the tower push, or they're going to abandon it. And either way it works good for you, because you're making them fight out of the range of their towers, or you're just going to demolish their tower rush and decrease their chances of winning the game. Because let's take a look at the armies now. All we got for Lucifer is a crap load of headhunters. Moon only has 3 huntresses, which I see he might have more on the way. But yeah, I see he's making glaive throws now. But anyway, at this point, this is pretty much the end of game. I mean, WE pretty much fended off this tower rush strategy, mass tier 1 pretty well. Take a look at this. This makes me laugh. The headhunters are in Soju's base. All he does is staff back a panda, and he makes all them units run, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. But that's what the Pandaren Brewmaster is good for. He definitely does. He, at like high levels, I'd say like level 6 to 10, he could like own like a whole like 100 food army of like tier 1 units. It's just like totally imbalanced. No, it's not imbalanced, but he's just really awesome. But anyway, also in 2v2 games, it's most important to focus on your items. I know it's pretty generic, and most people do it anyway, but it's definitely worth mentioning, especially with archers and AoE heroes. I mean, the scrolls of healing are so important, especially maybe some pots of invulnerability. I mean, they're just invaluable to the longevity of your armies. It just wins games. It really does, especially if there's only one goblin merchant on the map and you can somehow steal the scrolls of healing, the scrolls of protection and whatnot. It just gives you a huge advantage. But anyway, we get speed scrolls going off, but in general, WE's armies are superior, and the game was pretty much won at Remind's base when the tower push of MYM had failed. I mean, the Pandaren Brewmaster's AoE's just ripping it up. We got the Tauren Chieftain Shockwave just ripping it up. Lucifer's forced to teleport, and now Moon's Glaive Throws are pretty much going to get all pwned right here because of, obviously they're really slow. Let's check their move speed. Yeah, their move speed is slow, and combined with Endurance Aura and a bunch of archers and stuff, them Glaive Throws are going down. Now, right here, the two armies are in a pretty bad spot. They're kind of divided a bit, and all Soju has is the Demon Hunter and archers, so I'd say if lower skilled players were at that point right there, they could have really took a hurting, but because these players are just like so top caliber that they just easily dealt with their armies being split up in melee versus ranged and whatnot. Moon's Moon Priestess Moon's Moon Priestess is going to go down right here. There's a quick reveal going on, and she goes down. I'm not sure if the creeps kill her or the armies, but it doesn't matter because the main point is that she's dead. And the game is pretty much won right here. So, yeah, let me take a look at the score. Lucifer's Tauren Chieftain goes down. I'm just going to Alt QQ out of this game. Overview, Soju did best with unit, heroes, and resource. Heroes 4-4 for Remind, for Soju 4-3. And heroes killed, da-da-da. Well, anyway. And let me just recap what I think are some of the most important things when facing mass strategy. And probably the most important thing to do is to scout in the beginning of the game, just to get a feel for what your opponents are going to do. Like, are they going to rush you with like footmen and archers or whatnot? And you just have to know what your opponent's doing and prepare for these things. I know it's pretty basic saying that, but it doesn't diminish the importance of it. And I can't stress that enough. Scouting is very key in this game. Also, if you see that they're deciding to mass, like let's say Huntresses, it's generally a good idea to go over there with your Demon Hunter or whatever hero you got and try to cancel Moonwells. Maybe do what Soju did and build the Ancient of War near, let's say, a Moonwell and try to take that down, or just basically create an annoyance for your opponents and delay the tier 1 push / tower push as long as possible, because your opponents are going to push you at some point if they're massing tier 1. I mean, the whole point of massing tier 1 is to try and end the game before you get, like, let's say, a high level second hero and a bunch of tier 2 units that will just beat the crap out of tier 1. So expect the rush to be coming. Try to scout as much as possible. Scroll of Healings, yes, very important. Scrolls of Protection, also very important. And if you're playing with the Orc, Scroll Speed is also very important. What do you remember in the replay when Remind's Blade Master was moved away from the experience and he was just letting the Demon Hunter and the Panda get all the experience? Always think about that when you're playing with your teammate. I mean, if you have a Blade Master and he has, let's say, Panda, and you're facing Mass Tier 1, let that Panda get all the experience until at least level 3, because the Panda's AoE is going to help you much more than, let's say, level 2 Windwalk and a level 1 Critical Strike. Always try to be thinking about the synergy of the armies together. I mean, the auras during the tower push with the Kodo Beast, the Tauren Chieftain, and the True Shot aura item that Soju's Pandaren Brewmaster had picked up from the Goblin Laboratory is pretty key. Auras do help in 2v2 games much more than probably I would say in 1v1, because you have the potential to have, like, combined with your teammate 200 food armies, and auras are really key. But I hope I covered all the good points in this 2v2 audio. It's the first one I've ever done. I hope it came out okay. So this is going to be Diablogod signing out. Have a good day, guys. Later.